Hello, hello. Here, I'm able to do a short stream today, maybe an hour and a half ish. So that's what I'm here for. Let's get it started. It's gonna be just plain old open panel. Bex, oh my God, thank you, super sticker. Let's see. My StreamYard will not show me the sticker, and neither is YouTube for some reason. Hang on, let me. Why can't I see the sticker? Hey, Kane, what's up? Um, I really want to see the sticker. It has something to do with this extension that I have, and I can't figure out how to get it to show me the stuff on YouTube. Anyway, oh, is it the avocado? I came home from work today and ate the rest of that guacamole, and I'm so full right now. Um, Helena, hello, hello. And yes, very much, Beak. That that is that's why I do it. Well, not it's not why I do it, but how do I want to say it? That supports what I'm trying to do here so that I can keep doing it. It's the reason I'm here is to do the thing, and this helps me do the thing. So thank you very much. What's going on today? I haven't looked at the world yet. Oh, the JFK files. What anything new? What say the conspirators? You know what? Usually when I don't have time to delve into a news story. I go to Twitter. I just type in a keyword and I see what my peeps are saying about it. And that gives me like a brief overview snapshot of what I could probably expect. Um, Somebody I trust. Let's see. I don't know. Any. Okay, this is from Grok. Somebody got it to summarize. No, it does not help. God, it seems like information is getting harder and harder to find. Don't look at the world. I thought about not looking at it, but I'm too curious. I thought about just ignoring the world and going to my little bubble. Going to work, coming home, streaming, doing my thing at home, and not even paying attention to the larger world. But it's either habit or curiosity. Oh Lord, you can hear it. It's not. It doesn't sound as they here. I'll reduce the background noise. See if that helps. So the astronauts. Wait, what? They already? Hang on, Mr. B. They can't be back already. It hasn't even been a week. I'll be darned. How did they come back so fast? They are back. Returned to Earth after 9 months in space. Because I thought the journey, we watched them take off the other day. We, I thought the journey itself was going to take over a week to get there. I'm more suspicious about this than anything else. I feel like the conspirator now. They are home way too quickly. Something is up. Shift, hello, hi, thanks for the vibes. Earlier than planned for the rescue mission. But The spaceship that was going to rescue them wasn't even supposed to get there before a week. Has it been a week already? Is Donald Rumsfeld still? I am still gay, and I have not thought about Donald Rumsfeld in like 20 years. So let me look him up. Um, and Daniel Barry, hello, welcome. What's Rummy? What's going on with Rumsfeld? He did pass away, didn't he? Yeah, 2021. Okay. Well, usually if somebody's dead, they're still dead. I know they were going, but even remember I looked it up and it said it's going to take them a week to get there. It hasn't been a week, has it? We that was on Friday, I think. So not only did they get there in less than a week, they got back in less than like the astronauts got back in less than a week. That timeline doesn't match what all the articles were saying. That's like hyper speed space. Did they like Star Trek warp speed? Who got him home? Lieutenant Uhuru? Did they come home on the Enterprise, or did Doctor Who go get him in his TARDIS? That seems way too quick. Oh, it's in low, but it still said it was going to take a week. I'm glad they're back. I'm just thrown off by the timeline. The rescue ship just left like a few days ago. It just left. How are they already back? That's all. I know, Frank. We were talking about this the other day. If it's fake, then what is there? If if it's not space, what's there? What's the real? If the space is fake, it is normal. IG because we watched the launch. Remember, the astronauts were in the spaceship. They were showing them like in their little chairs floating around. They were dropping that little plastic square and playing with it. We watched all that on the stream. That was like days ago. And as we were watching it, I looked it up to see how long the journey is to get to the astronauts, and it kept telling me a week. Oh, it's tits. Why do we think it's like to me we'd be able to recognize tits? Why do we think it's space? Our brains would pick up on tits way more easy. It's that's too obvious. How did we miss tits? 'Cause it's gay. That's why. So the week thing was misleading. It was just a day. Okay. But I wasn't even around for MK Ultra. That's where they gave people drugs. I thought it was just psychedelic experiments. People do those all the time. Well, that's what we do. We'll solve them. You get back to us. How about come keep checking in with us. Come back tomorrow. You'll have your answer faster than those astronauts got back to Earth. No, what's the question? Oh, space. Oh, his Bex. Are y'all together? What? Tara said hi. The thing I understand about MK Ultra, since we're doing conspiracy theories today, um, is that it was psychedelic experiments. They were experimenting with drugs to see what they could do with different drugs to interrogate people. To be used during interrogations to weaken individuals and force confessions through brainwashing and psychological torture. But if Like, would you not want that, especially if our enemies are trying to do the same thing? Wouldn't you want to be the one that perfected that? It began in 53 and was halted in 73. Oh, but were these American subjects? Who did they experiment on? All right, experiments on Americans. Here we go. Over 30 institutions and universities were involved in the experimentation program of testing drugs on unknowing citizens at all social levels, high and low, Native Americans and foreign. So they tested everybody. Several of the tests involved the issue. So they were like secretly dosing with people with LSD to see what what would happen. That's um that's not good. The Army was subject to the testing of LSD, which occurred in three phases. 1,000 American soldiers willingly volunteered for the testing of chemical warfare experiments. So those are soldiers that stepped up and volunteered, so they knew they were getting into some kind of chemical testing. Phase two had 96 volunteers who were dosed with LSD, and the third phase was 16 non-volunteer subjects. So it was 16 people. I'm assuming military. Well, she's more. If she's a psyop, she's more real than most people. What does that make everybody else? She sets a high bar as a psyop. Her rag sandwich, egg sandwich. Rag. I'm gonna take that as egg sandwich. Bye, Frank. It's always good to see your little monkey face. Ooh, experiments on Canadians. They even experiment on the Canadians. That might explain some things. Not lost. How old are you? All right, let's. Death of Frank Olson. Legal issues involving informed consent. Confirmed experimenters. Documented. Oh, Allen Ginsberg. Right. Ken Kesey. Yeah. Well, Ken Kesey used to throw those parties where he would spike the Kool-Aid with acid, and all the people at the party were on acid. And the Grateful Dead used to play the music, acid rock. Ooh, Ted Kaczynski. Wow. Sirhan, Charles Manson. Yikes. Whitey Bulger. No, actually, quite the opposite. I don't think I'm clever at all. Other people think I'm way more clever than I think I am. And it always surprises me. Hey, Zephyr, welcome. We're talking about MK Ultra. It does say it plays a part in many conspiracy theories. It has also led to urban legends that the experiments are ongoing. Mm. Well, I don't even think the government needs to dose us with LSD. Just put us all on social media together. That's going to be crazy enough. People already, you don't even need to brainwash them. They're already telling all their stuff. Just give them an audience. People love to talk about themselves. They don't need drugs. What's going on in your country, Not Loss? It's been a while it's been a few days since I checked in. Are you excited to get your U.S. citizenship? I don't know if I am. The second job, a backdoor brain bouncer. Yeah, egos. Can't live with them. Can't live without them. Definitely can't live without them. Mine's pretty big too, but I don't know how to reduce it without sacrificing all the things that comes from having the ego in the first place. I I don't think they're screwed. I think they're going to be okay. And I don't think the U.S. wants Canada, and I don't think most of Canada wants to be part of the U.S. I think we're just going to continue to be neighbors. And I did. There was a. Let me see if I can find it. It's a. Somebody wrote a Substack about Canada's identity crisis because it has a different form of government, but it still tries to be like the United States, except its form of government has very important differences that kind of get in the way, and so it can't figure out what it wants to be. All right, let's see. Canada's identity crisis. Here, I'll post the link. I don't want Canada. I mean, not that I wouldn't take Canada, but I want Canada to be self-determining. I don't want to just like take them over, colonize them, whatever it's called. I would only want them if they wanted to be wanted, but I can't imagine why they would. I don't have a retirement, not laws. I've only been working a month. How much retirement do you think I have to worry about? Plus, I don't even think I'm part time. I don't even think I don't even think I have retirement from them. Hey, Austin, welcome. Just doing a little evening stream here. I have never, ever in my life, even when I was like a teenager or a young adult, relied on Social Security. I knew it was out there, but I never planned my life about around Social Security being my salvation in old age. Never. So I'm not caught up on Social Security like other people are. I do have it though. I have every in America, like every year they send you a report of your latest Social Security earnings and stuff. And it tells you if you have enough credits from all the work you did, and I do. And it tells me what years I can retire and how much money I would get at each year. And it's not a lot, but it is I do have it and it is out there. This is my retirement right here. YouTube. I'm gonna well, it's not that big to begin with. But nobody's chopped it in half yet. Why are you chopping it in half? I thought they did. I thought Canada was the big maid country. Well, I don't know what that has to do with Social Security. It's politics has ebbed and flowed my whole life. They've never chopped Social Security in half. So I don't know. I don't know how one leads to the other. And I'm getting pulled into a not lost rabbit hole that I didn't even mean to step in. Okay, just because you say it, or whoever you watch on social media or YouTube says it. Well, the thing about a statement like that or a belief like that is time will tell. Time will resolve it and bear out who's right. Oh, I was checking Twitter to see if there's any. I'm still curious what's in. Not really, because I didn't follow the JFK stuff much to begin with. But I'm still curious what might be in the files. Yeah, it's the assisted dying thing. Then why can't you, if you're so informed, why can't you answer questions? Usually people that are informed can give answers to questions. That's one of the perks and benefits of being informed. You have information in you that you can draw on to and communicate to others. You don't even most people that are informed don't even have to type it in all caps. They just give the information. And Sweden has those little suicide pods that you supposedly could go in. Let's see. Or they were developing them. Sarcopod, they call them. This thing. Do they really put them out in the field? Like, why would is this one's out in the woods? What? Do they put them where they think people are going to want to spend their last moments? Does it really matter where it is at that point? All right, let's see what he's saying here. The administrative state is being eroded. That's not even, that's your information. That's your informed. That's what you're informed with. No specifics, just empty claims. All you're doing is saying stuff. Anybody could do that. That's not information. That's an assertion, a hypothetical proposition. Well, I didn't hear about the veterans benefits. Let's see. I'm not. I don't even see anything about it in the news. Where are you getting this from? What left wing YouTuber BreadTube stream are you getting this from? Since there's really no other conversation or topic right now, I'll indulge you. But as soon as something interesting comes across the screen, you get bumped. What part is true? I googled it and I don't see anything about veterans benefits. Well, just tell me what to search for. That's because you were calling people idiots. Because I couldn't find anything about the veterans benefits. I saw something about his government cuts could affect some of the services that they provide to veterans, but I didn't see anything about the benefits. Or just send it to me on Discord. Programs are not benefits. You seem misinformed, not informed. Okay, but that's not benefits. Benefits are what you get when you retire that you draw monthly. The stuff you're talking about is not benefits. See, the veterans whose benefits are being taken from them are paying attention. But then this stuff right here, that's not benefits. All right, I'm going to bring up Zephyr. And we have somebody in the back named Reviler Red. Anybody know that person? And Reviler, if you have a channel, drop it in the back so I can kind of check you out and see what you're about. I think I might have found your channel. Is it? And what a channel. Um,
I dropped a link in the back that is pretty interesting. I was kind of wondering if you would look at it and or if we could look at it. It's government stuff, so it's like
oh, he
public.
says I won't like it and he's drunk. Is it the one? I think I found it. Is it like some guy in a bikini standing next to a pool? Do you have long hair? Is this? I think this is you. All right, Reviler. I'm a hateful one and I have All right. I might take a chance on this guy. Hello, Guru. Are you just like browsing channels? Let me find my overlay. And welcome, Zephyr. We have a potential new guest. All right,
Yeah,
Reviler, what's up?
I
Hi.
dropped it too in the back chat.
I was just literally wondering what's the topic. I was trying to.
It was kind of jumping around. They released the JFK files today. Then we started talking about MK Ultra, and now we have somebody in the chat trying to convince us that the veterans benefits here in the U.S. are being cut, but nothing they're listed are veterans benefits.
That's pretty edgy. I like all that, man. Damn, I think I'll sit back and listen. That's the type of shit I talk about. Sometimes well, worse. Yeah. And by the way, please, high waist thong. It's not the same, but it's degenerate. Don't worry
You're
about
not
it.
going to porn bomb or anything.
No, if women, if fat, I
Although
mean,
that YouTube photo you have is pretty close to one.
dude, that's like, why draw attention to that, man? You know. So anyway, thanks for. No, I'm interested in this. Go ahead. Don't kick me, man. I'll listen. I'll listen. I'll sub to your shit if I find it interesting. I find it interesting so far. Like,
Well,
and
welcome.
the girl was pretty erudite too. What was her discovery? I didn't know the JFK things going on.
You're coming in kind of low. on your mic too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turn your volume up a little if you can.
Let me check your settings. They look normal.
No, it's me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll be quiet and listen to spoken.
So you're just channel hopping? I mean, panel
I've been
hopping?
in trouble for 14 hours. Yeah, I've been degenerate, man. Well, I mean, it's just a live panel. Like I'm just listening to what they have.
Yeah,
Just
it is.
it's your show. Go ahead.
I'm
Sorry.
usually I try to go live every day.
I never
Every now
seen
and
you
then
before,
I
man.
skip a day.
I never see the same drunks twice, but you're not drunk, so maybe I'll actually see your thing. Sorry. Go ahead.
We get a lot of drunks. Are people drinking? Let's say. I don't know if I want to call them drunks. Sometimes this turns into a bar.
Call them what they are. Delineate them as what they are. There we go. Sorry.
Well, do you have any thoughts on any of that?
Well, about like the I mean, I don't know what was released in the JFK file, but like, I mean, well, yeah, thoughts about okay, so like real quick without being too edgy, like obviously, no matter what your views to me, you cannot have any semblance of sovereignty or a nation or a country that is together, that is solvent, right? Not insolvent, without strong borders. You cannot. You can't. So everything else to me is like, you know, secondary or tertiary to that. Without strong borders, you have nothing. But I mean, as simple as that sounds, that's what I think for that. So the great the information comes out, but I mean, it's probably not doctored that much. But who knows what they did? But that's all. Like that's all I care about, man. Strong borders, and it's pathetic and sad that we as Americans paying taxes by force, all this shit, have to ask for strong borders. In my opinion, anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
How confident are you in the strength of our borders now that there's a new administration?
It'll get better, but I'm not. Dude, the demographical change is already taking place, and I can't say too much because you'll fucking oh sorry, no cursing. You'll freaking boot me.
We can
Uh,
curse.
it's I'd rather not unless I'm talking about people that I hate or groups that I hate.
Who do you hate? Let's do that.
Uh,
We could talk about people you hate.
I call
well,
my I call my friends curse names because it's a term of endearment.
a whole lot of Shaniquas and a whole lot of Tyrells and Deshaun's. I think
Oh, are you racist? Do we have a real live racist?
you're gonna you
I
want
love Shamiqua and Tyrell.
yeah Tyshell too. G shit nigga.
Tashelle, yeah, that's my
Uh,
people.
wait.
Yeah, all right.
Wait. So
Did you
what?
grow up around black people?
Yeah, my family. I'll tell you, I don't give a fuck, dude, even if you kick me. By the way, I'm gonna subscribe to your show, man, on my computer. Hold on.
Oh,
Oh, I can't leave the thing right now. Even when you kick me, you will kick me. It's a matter of fucking time. But I enjoy your show. There he is, Jen and Jeff, Gen X Jeff. Fuck, I'm not drunk. There we go. All right, you hear me,
of
Gen X.
course.
All right, sorry to curse.
You got a
Uh,
bad one.
what's up?
Well, you were talking about your like growing up.
Oh no, yeah. My parents are from New York City, and I mean, you get people that hate whatever group, and then it don't, you know. But they hated racism when I was a child. I was taught racism was horrifying and everything, and discriminating against people. Period. It's kind of progressive for the '90s when I was a little kid. Fast forward, see how things happen, especially in the South with the them and Man, I would have fought and died for the Confederacy right now if I could go back and do it. Honestly, I mean
W-
that shit. Wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. Yeah, G shit. Yeah,
What what led to the change? Like, how did you end up embracing
I gotta
racism?
be careful how I say this, man, because any of these, this freaking platform, as you know, can get you flagged for anything.
Yeah, don't get me flagged.
No, and I did subscribe. So when you kick me like a baby, which you will, yeah, I will still say some clips.
I'll kick you if you porn bomb or if you start attacking people. But other
So
than
like if
that,
I start yelling
most people don't get kicked.
yeah, like a retard, like a crate or to even that. Like a crazy person. I'm not gonna start yelling slurs or porn. I don't have it. What porn? I don't have any porn. You don't know that. Yeah. Uh,
Well,
anyway, like look, you look at statistics. I can say this. You look at, and people will think I'm crazy. Well, he doesn't see that there's white trash too, and buying their black trash, and like I know that. I'm not denying that there are some white people that I would like to see meet very bad ends for doing terrible things to people. Just like there are blacks that right, but the difference is that there's a massive disproportionate, difference. So like when you adjust for poverty, for lack of a father and so forth. Excuse me, I've been imbibing whiskey. Not to cut the girl off. The girl had a great thing going, by the way. After you kick me, you should go on with her thing, dude. I'll still be watching here and there. But, um, not, yeah, sorry, shout. Not men taking over everything. Even though we honestly probably should, but that's a whole other story. Just because we have the brawn and the brains, even though we destroy the earth, but we build it. It's weird.
I like
So,
to see you
well,
try.
yeah, right, real quick. So last thing. So with that, I mean, blacks obviously evolved without calling them N's or anything like N words, any of that shit. And some are people, man. There's a lot of not, in my opinion, but it is what it is.
They're all
Anyway,
people. Some of them
so
behave badly.
did you
really.
And
have bad experiences with?
Oh yeah, man, but that wasn't until way later. That wasn't until way later. I started getting race pilled about this shit. Like, let me ask you a question. How do you account for? I didn't delineate very well off earlier, but I should because I'm inebriated. You are literally 50% of violent crime and 13% of the population. So in a given hood, like what I knew those people did, man. Like literally, when you adjust for toothless, meth head, trailer trash motherfuckers, I got yellow teeth and gold teeth from cigars. I smoke cigars every day for 10 years. You can make fun of me, haha, hillbilly. I need to lose like 15 pounds, whatever. Great. So all the ad hominems are out of the way, right? But not adjusting for that, for the fucking argument, the crux of the argument. So that means that trailer trash, Jimmy and Ralph and Billy and all these cracker motherfuckers should go to jail the same amount the niggas. I'm sorry, the Tyrells, Daysheiks, Tayshells, Tashans, these pieces of shit. They don't. They don't. In fact, even the richer black ones from the research that Charles Murray and Herrnstein, who was a Jew, by the way, did, and they did not, and he's a gay and a Jew. They did not want to publish this or be a part of this circle. Did, and it showed that not only did they go to prison more than the white counterparts like that, even the rich ones did. So Russian studies also supported this, and the only fucking refutation I hear to this is like, you're racist. Well, that's not data, asshole. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I'll be quiet.
I will
What?
say that.
Why don't they get sentenced at the same numbers? Do they commit the same amount of crime?
I
And
mean,
it could be
look, man,
totally
sometimes
biased.
they've been sentenced more harshly. I will agree with the left on that. But I'm saying that they are more intrinsically violent and low IQ. Okay, they have bigger dicks. Nobody doubts that. The women have bigger butts. Everybody laughs. It's true. But the brains are 2 to 3 pounds. Man, look on PubMed right now, smaller.
It matters.
And that's why
That's
they
a
don't do IQ tests anymore. Go ahead, let us talk. Go
your
ahead.
brain is that matters really.
Well, if your brain is bigger, better, whatever, why are you wasting it on this stuff? Like it seems like you would use it on
I mean,
something.
I'm saying on average, sir. So like, I'm a
Oh,
degenerate right now, but it's like let's you try to not make this like personal, right? You know, it's an objective measurement of something, and it's very difficult to be objective. It's like, well, maybe you like okay, individually,
Well,
Neil deGrasse Tyson is obviously better than some trailer trash inbred hillbilly. I hate the niggers and the fags, and I kill them. Obviously, Jesus was white and he coming back. Obviously, Neil deGrasse Tyson is smarter than that motherfucker. But like that is such a rarity, and it's usually almost always the inverse, the opposite. To where like, why would I need to defend that man? Like, I'm not talking about my accomplishments versus the whole black race. I'm sure the black race as a whole
I would
probably.
just it would just give you more credibility. That's all.
Well, I mean, give some of them credibility, but a lot of them are pieces of shit, to be honest.
What algorithm radicalized you this way? Like who do you watch on
Life,
YouTube?
The life, you heard of the life algorithm? That one? Yeah, that did a lot. The statistical one. Yeah, the DOJ
So
local.
you were this like non-racist progressive, and you looked at a statistic one day, and all of a sudden you said, "That's it, I'm racist now."
It wasn't quite that much, but it set me down a path of really delving and digging into it. And also that they don't even try to administer IQ tests anymore because well, careful with the words. I don't want to say the nogs, but they can't, the ends, they can't score to this day. And also, if I'm a quote white bread, let's just say supremacist, right? For the algorithm, if I'm a white bread supremacist, which I guess I'm a yellow and white bread supremacist, then why do I believe the yellow man? I know the yellow man is smarter than us and has tinier dicks than us, but tinier genitals, tinier people, faster at martial arts. It's racist, but it's true, and it's not an insult. And they are generally almost always smarter than us, even from shithole China to excellent Japan. So, like, what about that? Like I'm trashing our own race in favor of them who are smarter than us. I'm just saying.
So you just have an affinity for smart people. You just want smart people around.
I don't want destructive, low IQ, Tasha, she, nigga, Tashell. I guess you could say that, but I just want people that, at least if they're not super bright, can at least just, toe the
But
line.
if they're white, is it okay, or you don't want them either?
Well, if they're white, they're not committing these crazy crimes. If they were white,
Some of them do though. There's a lot of
oh
I don't
Lord,
even on YouTube. Like most of the thugs
you've been
that
on
I encounter on YouTube are
niggers and what
white.
they do. I'm sorry.
There's a whole layer of trashy white people out there.
Yeah,
Well,
not like the
let
ends, man. Like the
me.
tiny. You're deluded if you believe that, dude. You've seen like 5 white fights. You have, dude. I bet you could go through 5 fucking days and just find nothing but nog fights. You're wrong, sir. Sorry, man. You're literally statistically wrong. What the girl have to say? She could tell me I'm full of shit, and she hopes I die. Go ahead.
No, I said you should just go to Salt Lake City. You should check that out. There's like almost no black people there. Or Montana, there's like almost no black people
Or
there.
Yeah.
Idaho, a fatty
And
can hook you up.
you'll find just as many stupid people, I guarantee you.
Oh wow. Yeah, they're all stupid. The Mormon. How am I stupid, ma'am? Tell me. Refute me. Refute me with logic and reason.
I'll call you stupid. Just saying.
No, you just said other stupid people. You
Yeah,
you implicitly
people
inferred
everywhere.
about me.
I might be one of them.
I think he's trying to avoid stupid. It does sound like he likes stupid people.
Well, avoid
I don't like
stupid people.
niggers. Oh, so
Don't get the human race.
But surely growing up, you like
there's no
they
human
were
race.
doing the same thing then. The stereotype was out there. So you had like it shouldn't come as a big shock or surprise that people are out there criming and tearing things up and
I'm
all
sorry.
that. But it's not I don't think it's tied to skin color. I think
You,
it's more culture.
sorry, dude. Wait. You used the word criming, but I'm stupid. That's not a fucking verb, bro. Committing crimes. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I made it, but you see, you understood my point. So
okay.
I
I
guess
hate
you are a little bit
niggers.
smart.
Oh my god, I hate them. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a hillbilly inbred retard. I fuck my
I
sister.
didn't say that. Do you if are you a hillbilly? If you have an inferiority complex around that, that's
No,
not coming from me.
guys argue about that. And like my family's from fucking New York, and I would have fought for the Confederacy, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir. I'll stop. I don't know slurs, nothing. I promise. I promise, dude, or kick me. I promise. Good.
No, I'm just curious how like this transformation. It seems
Why
kind
does
of
it matter, by the way? Like if I'm telling you about the data and the data is real,
well, the data is one thing, but your interpretation of it is
like okay.
not.
I mean, okay, I think you actually hit a point there, to be fair. Like, because there's no definitive right or wrong. Like, hey, you acknowledge, for instance, you acknowledge this many bears in this given part of Asia or Africa or North America or wherever the hell you are, right? Is like, these bears are pretty dangerous and there are a voluminous amount of them around, a lot of them around. So it's like, it's kind of up to you. Do you repel the bears at all costs? Or do you let them at least buy you and kind of hope for some trust? I don't hope for that. I don't hope for trust with them.
No, I don't think you're going to gain trust.
I
I
Like
don't.
got a black bear drunk once on accident. He ate a bunch of pears that I filtered out of the hooch that we were making, and he was dancing with the cypress tree in the front yard, and then he wandered off somewhere to pass out. It's pretty cool.
But is your whole identity based around I don't like black people? That seems very one dimensional.
Most of them are not people, sir, but I understand what you're saying.
Well, they're people. Like I don't know how you
Well,
categorize
okay.
people, but they're Homo sapiens. They're the
You're
same
right about
species.
that. I can't deny that objectively, man. If I'm going to call out religion for being full of shit, Christians and Muslims for stealing from Jews and Zoroastrians, you're right. I got to call that out. I understand. I ascertain that. My whole identity, I'm just some drunken. Yeah, well, apparently it becomes my identity because, like, it's all people on the internet or real life. Like, that's the racist. That's the. And it's like a lot of you motherfuckers have these same thoughts, and you know I'm right, but you're too cowardly to say it. So yeah, it's my. Do I think about it every day, all night, and say n word, n word? Like no, but has it become my identity for the last like 2 years from what people seem to tolerate or they don't tolerate it? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I like other things, but we're not talking about that. It's your
Well,
show.
we can. What other things do you like?
It wouldn't matter. It's like reading, collecting gold, collecting guns, collecting, you know, like I mean, I can't show up to
Oof.
firearm.
Hey, how
Reading
you doing, Zephyr? Hey, Jeff. What's up, Red? How you doing, buddy?
Hey,
it. I
Mike.
mean,
Let me see.
Hey.
What?
Nice tattoos, though.
Yeah.
That's
Wait.
pretty.
Show them again.
Show 'em again. Yeah, let's look at your
they were
tattoos.
shit, man.
I
They
like
were
tattoos.
It's old shit. It's old
What
shit.
is it? A dragon or
Yeah,
crawfish? Looks like
yeah,
a.
That's
more
pretty cool.
that's made up. Anyway, it's so fun. I didn't know his talent hour. Hi, just let this guy up to say fuck me. He hopes so he kills me. He's gonna kill me.
Well, you
It's
you
fun.
got to know that if you're that blatant about your racism, it's going to draw
Well, why not?
like
Sure.
Yeah. Well,
negative
those
attention
assholes
from a
that
lot of
blatant about
people.
this thing, then good. Fuck them too. They should die more than me. Anyway, go ahead.
That's all right. You do what you do. No, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, you're a fascinating character, man. You are a fascinating character. Like we have all different kinds of people that come up, and they're very diverse, and they have different upbringings and what they believe in. You have every right to express what you believe. You have every right to. It doesn't mean you're right. It doesn't mean you're wrong in other people's eyes. So, but you have a pretty staunch, very strange outlook. I'm just trying to think, you know, and I'm being respectful because I'm always respectful on Jeff's panel. We can be reactionary here, but did something happen to you in your personal life to where you dislike certain races of people? Did something happen to you trauma-wise? I mean, were you picked on? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out where the hatred comes from because you said you're from New York. I'm from New York. I grew up in Queens, in Rockaway, Queens. I grew up in a rough area. And I can tell you that I would have never made it the way I made it without help from other people, from other races. So we were like one big family.
Mhm.
So what I'm asking you is the whole synopsis of me asking this is where does your hatred come from? Did you wake up one day and say, you know what? I don't like these certain people, or did something happen to you personally to persuade you into that? Or
That is,
was your racist ways taught to you by your parents?
well, that's actually a great way that you phrase the question because it's not condescending. I can tell you're a smart, communicative guy, even if I disagree with you, sir. I'm gonna say that right now. All right, even if we're fucking mortal enemies, you want me dead and I want you dead. I'm not saying that. I don't know you. We're on the
No,
internet.
nobody wants to see my dead.
All right, but let's answer the man's question. All right, thanks guys for letting me answer the question. It's an excellent question. It's simple, like I said before, and maybe the guy was coming up or missed it. My family from New York. I, I was not born in Florida. I don't know. I don't want to say where I was born. It was in the U.S. I just don't want to talk about it because it's kind of hurtful today to think about it and what it's become. But I would basically let's just say I was born in Florida, like at 3 years old onward. All right. So here's the thing, man. Real quick. Um, yeah, like my parents were from Manhattan and Brooklyn, all this stuff, and like I saw the city when I was 10. I saw, and when you're young, you're an actual child, like before your balls drop and stuff, man. You can appreciate things without the bias of politics, or at least you used to be able to. I don't know about kids now. I kind of feel bad, But anyway, you can appreciate things. Oh, that's cool. Oh, some black guy was here, whatever. You don't really think about that. Like 20 fucking years later, you start thinking about that. But it's like, look, man, what happened was that they did things to me. I did things to them, but there were good ones too, like you said. And again, there are people from New York that are as racist and fascist as can fucking be. And then there are people who dealt and got in fights with the same blacks or the same whatever, and they hate racism. My dad's one of those people, man. Used to steal shit when he was a kid with little N words and got in fights and got crazy motherfuckers hitting each other in the face with spark plugs and rocks and shit. And he just never became racist. I don't know. I feel like it's honestly something intrinsic in me. I feel a call, although I am a degenerate and a nihilist, and I reject absolute values and delusional man-made religions to shut up and cap it off right quick. That there's something that calls to me emotionally in a way that's not spiritual, but it could be if I was no offense dumber and I thought like that, like I used to, that my race, like that I am white, I'm barely white, I am half Sicilian, I'm half real white,
Oh,
Italian, Irish, Polish, the real shit. But notwithstanding what you said, yeah, I saw them kick each other's faces in. I saw from going from private school to public school what they are. I saw them call each other, I won't say niggers, all right? And it's like, yo, you are just low IQ. You write an essay, and even the shittily spelled white essay is like we were here, and there was five of us. It should be we were here, there were five of us. Like the N-word version of that should be like, yo, we was there. I have seen court documents. These assholes working on their appeals, bro. Yo, they was six of them, Yana. You heard me? G shit. Nigga, you can't write G shit to the asshole judge, bro. So anyway, things like that. Yeah, they helped get me fired later from insurance jobs and shit, and I bounced back. They helped attack me. They wanted to attack me, and I had pepper spray, and I had something else I won't talk about, man, legally. And they attacked me with shit, and I fucking lit them up with that, and I lit them up with something else, and there were felony charges and shit. 3 days in like Pasco County jail, man. And then charges drop. See, I've dealt with ends. I've dealt with ends a lot. I've dealt with a lot of black pieces of shit later in life, bro. And my stupid parents, I love them, but they're stupid because they're stupid white people that say, "Hey, we're all the same." The ends don't look at them the same. They'd be like, "Hey, yo, them
Yeah.
two crack ass motherfuckers, I kick their heads in."
Yeah, yeah. You have. I mean, to be honest with you, to be totally honest with you, and the great thing about this channel is this your first time here? This is your first time on Jeff's panel. Is this
Mhm.
the first time he's ever came?
I
I don't.
assure you, yes.
Yeah, so the great thing in Red, no one's putting you down, but the one thing about this channel that's very unique is we deal with a lot of mental illness or past traumas or things like we talk about things, this happened to us, or me or her will say, this happened to me, in my youth or something. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm not even hating on you, dude. You're saying some pretty crazy stuff, but dude, if that's how you feel in your heart, I can't knock you for how you feel. All I can say is that, you know, I hope you find some kind of peace, man, because you
Wait,
seem like actually a good guy. I'm not sure where all the hatred comes from.
hold on, dude. Hold on, dude.
Yeah,
Not to be disrespectful, man. I'm drunk as fuck, but I answer your question logically. You want to call me? You can call me hateful. You call me a piece of shit. Whatever you think of me. All right, like I
didn't
think of
say a
the.
piece of shit.
But you
Didn't
can't
call you that.
be
A drunk nihilist.
fucking crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah,
I just made completely logical points. So don't sit here on this man's panel, whether you're his best
right.
friend or not, whether you pay the bills or not, sir. Kick me right fucking now. All right, and
Well,
tell
no,
me
don't leave. We found an end for you.
because I
Don't
made
leave yet.
logical points and you had nothing but emotional. Oh, I'm mentally ill. Is that why the niggers fucking kill each other? You asshole. No, I'm sorry,
Joe,
dude.
don't.
We got
Joe,
Joe
Joe,
here.
yeah.
Oh, relax. I ain't the
Joe,
first
Joe.
racist I've seen. Stop
Damn,
it.
nigga. Yo, G
Stop it.
shit, nigga. Why'd they do that, cracker? No, you want to call me crazy? I know there's one of them up here. That's fine. I'll talk to him. He'd be like, I'll murk your bitch ass. I can't show the gat
Yeah,
here. Yeah.
Joe's
No,
cool.
don't call me crazy, bro. I address you like a person.
Jeff, be careful. I think he has a gun in his hand. Be careful.
Fool. You want to
Who,
trash me,
Joe?
motherfucker? So go ahead.
Nobody called you crazy.
But
No,
that
he
touched
did
the
call me
nerve.
crazy, ma'am. This
Oh, he said
motherfucker called me crazy like a
well.
pussy ass nigga, like a bitch ass cracker.
He didn't call you
I'm gonna be
crazy.
county jail 4
He
months.
was
I'm mentally
exploring
ill.
whether
You're a
that was
faggot.
part of
How
the
about that,
issue.
nigga? Sorry,
That's fine.
dude. But I'll get
Right.
this white piece of shit out of my face. I'd
And
rather
so
talk to
what
you
if
than
you're
monkey.
crazy?
Get
It
this
doesn't
guy out of my
matter.
face, bro. No, he's a coward unless he can refute me. I answered you logically, and you insult
Right.
me. You fucking asshole. Why
I
do you
didn't know
do
Okay,
when
that?
we got
Dude?
no one.
two
No,
Sicilians going at
yeah.
each other. I want to hear
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Joe.
just one has a working brain and one doesn't. But no, it's cool. And you do you
Oh,
realize
ad
that?
hominem.
Yeah,
Ad
That was
hominem,
you,
ladies and
that
gentlemen.
was
yeah.
Insult.
You do you realize if you are truly
Address
Sicilian,
the
you probably have Moorish blood. You have African blood in you.
Yeah, I know
100%.
that. I'm not that white because of that. I understand. It's fine.
Yeah,
Niggas still do what they do. Irrelevant whether we're Chinese or Aryan, bro. Why
yeah.
can't you address the points without just slurring? I was slurring you. I was trashing you. Fair enough. But I literally responded to you, mate, and you called me crazy as
What
We
you
didn't
was
call
the
you
point? I was
crazy.
a little late getting here. What's the point? Black people are all the same.
Can we not bring him on the guy for 1 second? I just
So
want to say this.
Joe, I tried to circle him back to ask him where
Yeah,
does this hatred come from? Where does this trauma come from? Because he is openly hating on black folks.
I
Openly
noticed.
hating.
Okay, that's what I
Noticed.
Yeah,
thought.
yeah. So I'm like, I was trying to circle him back and just ask him where does it come from? Was it taught by your
Joe
parents?
J.
Did you get beat up as a youngster? What happened? You know, what
You
happened?
called
Right.
me
I would have
names.
thought there. I'd have started there too. I
You
would have
called
started
me
there too.
names like a
Yeah,
fucking baby,
I
and
didn't
I
okay.
actually.
didn't know.
Believe it or
I
not.
crazy
He
So
didn't
alcoholic.
Red, you
call
don't
you
know me,
any
Red.
name.
Nigger lyncher. And the rest
Red,
of
you
them
don't know
boys.
me. Red, you don't know
You
me, but I can troll the living shit out of you if I want to, but I'm not
bring the
doing that.
nigger
I'm
off.
not doing that.
Off.
Yeah.
Talking to this asshole.
I was trying to have sympathy for you and
No,
have
you weren't
compassion for
having.
you.
You were dealing with.
Because Red, you seem like you're in crisis. You seem like you're in
addressed
crisis right
your
now. You're in
issues.
crisis. Like you need some
Hey,
help, bro.
Red,
You need to
why'd
go
your
I
talk
think
to
the
somebody.
crisis
arguments?
you love
Excuse me.
Tyrell up here because he'll
Are,
kick your fucking guinea head in a second, bitch. But I
Red,
asked
can
you
you
a
get
question,
back
man.
to your
Let's be a
arguments because
baby.
you're
Let's see
saying
if the nigga's a baby. Go ahead.
you said you're saying you had an argument before I came up here. Can we get back to what your arguments were? I'm curious.
About like why you guys are lower IQ but better physical athletes, and you're like phenotypically different than us and genotypically. Is that what?
No, I didn't know you said that, but yeah, that's kind of stuff I was asking,
Yeah.
and yeah, uh, why are blacks lower IQ? Curious.
So you're gonna laugh at me, but I'll tell you right now, really quickly, okay?
Yeah,
So maybe life did generally for Homo sapiens, which we all technically are, evolve. It could have evolved out of Africa. It's debate Pangea at the time. Anyway, large partitions of it, Africa, I would have to agree with. But that would also make sense that we would become mutated, white, and smarter than you because you are an ancient genetic class. But real quick, so you're gonna
that's your
laugh.
logic. That's the reason because
Well,
you guys
you
are newer.
fucking get like three more sentences, and bro, wow, it's gonna be like
All
worse
right,
than.
go ahead.
All right. Well, I mean, not that I like it. You realize if I hung up right now and left, like it wouldn't. You would think I'm crazy, and it wouldn't matter. But
Oh,
like,
you wouldn't be the first person to quit on a
so
panel.
you
Stop
you
it.
asked me why are you different than us? You asked me why are you.
Yeah. Why do you think black people have low
Right?
IQ? You gave
Because
me
white
one
people
reason. It
mutated.
was
I didn't
yeah.
give you.
You gave me one reason. It was
You
because they
want the
mutated.
reason, dude, and I'll shut up and let you rant at me for 3 minutes. You want? I could do it in fucking 1.5. I promise. All right,
Go ahead.
here we go. All right. So the crackers evolved in colder climates, colder regions generally. All right, Indo-European. They split off. The niggas, the blacks, the negroids. We can say that. Caucasoid, Mongoloid. This is what Asiatic people used to be called. Negroid. All right, three distinct groups generally. Which, by the way, the A. Rosa study, a Latino man did this, an archaeologist can't do it anymore, from 2006, had 5,000 pieces of fucking skulls missing their jawbones and their mandibles and shit, and they were able with 94% accuracy to match three distinct races. Anyway, the reason is because you guys evolved to run away from horrifying, terrifying animals, and that's not a joke. From elephants to rhinoceri to hippopotami, all right,
Yeah.
tigers, lions, all that shit. It's not a joke. It seems like a joke now, but it's really not. You guys were nomadic primarily. It's why you had all the richest iron ores on Earth, but you never had an Iron Age. You never had a Bronze Age. The fucking Phoenicians had that shit at like 1200, man, with white Greek motherfuckers and shit, dude. But the point of the matter is, so you can't handle, like, you can handle that your dicks are bigger by a few inches. You can handle that your women's asses are bigger. Your gestational periods are lesser. Your nostrils are wider. Your
I was
voices are
just
deep.
asking about IQ. Is all I was
No,
asking about, and you're taking a long way there.
I'm almost done. So yeah,
No, you're
IQ,
not.
because how in the fuck can you build an IQ in the evolutionary, more genotypic sense when you're running? No wonder your body would develop to have faster twitch, better, muscle
No, no,
fiber.
no. Don't you're switching. How can you develop
I'm,
IQ? What?
I'm what am I switching? I'm telling
You
you
now you're
that,
talking about the muscle reflexes again. I'm just
yeah,
asking
because
for
that's why
IQ.
you're
And
dumber.
you said it in
The
a quick
brain,
sentence. You said, how can you develop IQ if you're in a land doing something? I didn't catch the whole phrase.
dude.
Fighting with lions.
Yeah.
How can you
So
develop IQ if you're
it,
fighting
it,
lions?
how can you not how can you develop any IQ, but how can you develop a higher IQ or a higher brain structure when you're literally running and fleeing from terrifying animals all the time? So what I'm saying is, a lot of this is not your fault. It's just how it
Well,
is.
Here, I'll
So
give you another argument that you could use. Most black people get public education. That doesn't help. Yeah.
we went from race and IQ. First of all, again, you will not deny that yo dicks be a few inches bigger or 10 feet bigger, apparently, which is not true. But whatever, the bigger, you're right, you're better athletes. You don't
You see
deny
that shoe?
here that your brains. You go to PubMed right now and look at African American brain size versus white, even in
Look,
effect.
size 14
No,
feet.
real quick before I just been through this.
15
So
over here.
you will not
Yeah.
admit that you have a smaller brain on average. Doesn't mean Neil deGrasse Tyson is retarded and trailer trash. Nagger Lanchin, faggot killing, Billy Bob is smart. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to use that language. I won't do that again. I
Red, do
promise.
you want my opinion? Do you want my opinion of you? Do you want my opinion of you?
I made the point, and now you can respond. So you asked me, how
Yeah.
are you dumber, but you have bigger
Sure.
dicks and all that? You
Yeah.
evolved that way. We
That's what I
evolved
asked.
to make
Yeah. Yeah.
sure that
It's okay,
neuron
Red.
muscle genes evolve
You,
that way.
yeah, no,
Now go
no,
ahead.
that's okay. Red, you're very fixated on black men's penises. You're very fixated on that, which I'm not sure where that comes from. Hey,
And their
that's your
IQ.
prerogative.
Do
That's
whatever
your
you think of
prerogative.
it.
But that
Again,
has
this guy,
nothing to do with someone's IQ. What
I
Joe
want
is
your,
asking is why the IQs are
I
different. No,
want
it's okay.
your,
You said for me. You said for me to
your,
talk, and I'm trying to talk, and you're cutting me
Yeah,
off.
you talking
what
all
about
over him.
he's gonna
Yeah.
deny reality, right? He's
He is
not gonna.
drunk. He came up
Well, the
here
penises,
admitting
by
he's
the way,
drunk.
to answer this guy's question for a second, take it seriously, which he's just trolling. But to be honest, the penises, the asses, the faster twitch muscle fibers, the faster muscles, the bigger muscles they develop.
Mm.
Yeah, it's part of their physiognomy.
Right,
It's like
right. And Red, I thank my black girlfriend every night for that fat ass. I love it.
that has
So sorry.
where you're
I
being
Hey,
love it.
based on.
But
So Shell or a day reek, whatever this
Yeah,
fucking.
you have, it says Red, you have a deep rooted hatred. You have a deep rooted
I know,
hatred for
I'm just
anybody that
curious
doesn't
how
look like
somebody
you.
as
I
drunk as
was
you
Yeah.
is gonna
generally
find
lower.
the room to come up and criticize other
Did was
cultures for how they live, for
biology.
their
So,
degeneracy.
so what? You asked
It's
me to
just
Google
one
the definition of
degenerate
biology.
pointing
I'm
at
sorry.
another
Did
to make
blacks
the.
grow
It's
up in
cope. This is
frozen
cope
city
for
climates?
your own
Did
degeneracy.
whites grow up in fucking
that's
no?
not
The
bad.
opposite. So yeah.
That's not bad. You
So
got to
Red, have
kick
you ever
someone
Red?
else. If you can put someone
Yeah.
else down, you don't really have to do anything to feel good. You can be a drunk and call people
Yeah.
names and still feel
Yeah,
good because
niggas
at
do
least I'm better than
things.
those black
You
people.
hear me? We done invented everything. G shit, nigga. Bitch
I'm
ass
just
crap.
saying,
All my shit.
you as a white man don't even have manners, right?
So
Did that
that
not come with your
I
extremely
was not
large brain?
on the panel, even though I want him dead. Yeah, I do, because you're black. I want you dead, you piece of shit.
Oh, I'm not gay
Wow.
as though, and shit, Jeff's
Well,
gay, so that
Wow.
don't bother nobody.
Well,
Wow.
you pick. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
let's talk
yeah.
about something way more interesting, Red. How long have you been a drunk? When
It's
did that
not
start?
my personal thing, James or Jimmy, whatever the fuck your name is, and I'll stay subscribed to you, like I said.
He
Even when you
said James.
It's Jeff.
whatever his, I don't know
You
this
can
crap.
call me James.
I
Jimmy.
don't know this
Gen
crap.
X James.
Jimmy.
It's. I'm from Louisiana, dude. If there's one thing I know, it's drunks.
A nigger's IQ are lower than IQs. I'm sorry, it's not. So you better.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think Mike was right, and he touched
Yeah.
a big giant nerve when he said it. But I think this is all a mask for something going on with you.
Yeah,
Well, what I
something.
want to know is,
Sit
why aren't
back.
you a better drunk? Don't you know how to be drunk?
So in other words,
Even when I'm drunk, I know how to be polite.
drunk. Hi, tranny. You yelling drunk, my nigga?
Well, yeah, it's not a tranny, but oh, so now you're gonna gay bash. You're gonna go from bashing on black people to bashing on
Yeah,
trannies. Yeah.
we don't even have to listen to your opinion of what the races
Yeah.
are. We can watch right now. Right, you are not doing great,
He
man.
called me a
I mean, he admitted he's a
I
drunken nihilist.
and
He's,
talking.
It's funny because Red, Red. The bottom line is that I can tell by your rambling, and I'm sorry to be disrespectful, but you're rambling. You
I
still
know,
are
right,
educated. You
Miss
still
B, right?
listen.
No,
Hear me out. Even with your rambling, you still have a lot of information in your head. You do. You're not just like some moron that's spitting. Like you, I can tell that you read books. You probably watch movies. You probably like documentaries. You're wrong on your point of view, but I think that you are looking and thirsting for knowledge so bad, but you're getting convoluted in the way that you think, bro.
I
You
dig
know?
it.
Wait.
I
You're too
like
nice,
that
Mike.
comment.
You're too
Yes,
nice,
that
Mike.
was pretty cool, bro. That was cool.
That if you can perceive that, I appreciate that. All right. But I'm asking you, all ad hominems, insults, bullshit aside, try to put all of our emotions aside.
You're the only
Red,
one, bro.
Red, all Red needs is one cool black friend, and his whole life will change. That's
Would have
all he
changed
needs.
if he'd have got it earlier. His whole life would have
he
changed.
Stay on this.
he
Yeah.
said he did though.
I'll
This
never-
is a later development.
real quick.
Okay. All right.
Please,
Thanks.
let me get this. How am I missing the mark on actual data that is ugly and horrible about the world, but it's true in evolution and biology? How am I missing the mark? That's what I want to know.
Yes.
I think there are large gaps in your in how you interpret that data.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think your data is comprehensive. I think you're cherry picking, and
I'm
I
Right.
think you're interpreting it through this very narrow, shallow lens.
And
Well,
perhaps even picking data to support your beliefs.
I'm picking
Yeah.
data. Okay, that's a decent claim until you realize that this is self-reported victim crime survey data. These are also standardized tests that are reported. Philly, Chicago, for the shit skin.
And you think it's just because black people are low IQ? Do you know the education systems in those cities you named?
I listened to what you said.
No, you did, and you talked over
No,
everybody. Don't
you're
play like you actually sat there quiet and
because you
listened to
don't like
even
what
one of
I'm
us
saying.
I'm an
since I
actual
got up
teacher.
here.
I was an actual
Stop it.
teacher. I taught the GED test. Okay. Some
Wow.
people, they don't
So you
like
you're
taking
right.
tests.
Niggas could
They-
not fucking pass the standardized test. They still go to prison and
There's
jail.
plenty of them
constantly,
that pass
unfortunately.
standardized tests.
What do you
They
mean?
still lower
Plenty of
on-
smart people go to
That
jail.
does not matter.
Plenty of
How am
smart
I
people go to jail.
interpolating that data?
Yeah.
Sorry, lady. I promise, lady, I'll be quiet. How the
No,
fuck am I interpolating that data, mate? When you put
Elaine, at least you're a lady now. You're not a tranny anymore.
It's an upgrade
I don't know
already.
about that. I don't understand, but okay. Yeah, it's like tranny. What the fuck?
You're not
It's,
looking at the data, guys.
Helena's dick fell off. Her dick fell off. She's a lady again.
You're not.
yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Lady talking. You guys aren't bright enough. So go ahead. No, really, on that point, you're not. Sorry.
No,
Oops.
Red. The bottom line is this is the bottom line. I'm sorry. I don't mean. I know Joe is about to jump in, but
No,
the bottom
don't
line.
just bark, and I'm muted. Go ahead.
Yeah, Red, you're doing this to yourself. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be a broken record, but dude, you are looking for answers. You're coming with all this craziness, but you're looking for answers, man.
Wait a minute, dude.
100%, baby.
Dude, I'm gonna be a dick and cut you off because you are misrepresenting me. You're like, the next thing you're gonna say is, "Oh, you're
No,
unhappy.
you're
That's
misrepresenting
nigger."
yourself
Like
because you're
no,
talking
it's
like
not,
a damn
I'm unhappy.
fool.
I hate the niggas. I
You're
hate
talking.
Kyle. He has the bigger dick.
You're
than me.
rambling. You're rambling.
He
Give it
did. He
pieces.
came up and
It's the
said,
data,
"I'm
it's the
drunk,
data,
and you're
bro.
gonna kick me off." So
You
he
fucking
was pretty
You
accurate.
can't kick me off. Fuck it.
So
You
Red,
told
is
Can I
this so?
ask him
that
if
I
it's
was
just the
fucking
black
up the
people?
data.
Do you have problems with
I
any other
proved to
races,
you.
or is it
Excuse
just the
me,
black
monkey.
people?
I
Not
think that and the
with you,
Mexicans,
asshole.
although he didn't
Not
say
yet.
it,
Okay.
because he
Anyway,
simps for Chinese,
nigger,
the Asians, and the
listen,
white
man.
people.
You told me
Okay.
I'm fucking it up. I presented it. You can look at it yourself.
He may have some Asian, Jeff. He looks a little Asian
How I
with
was
his
fucking up.
facial
So admit you're lost.
structure.
Black and Asian.
Lost,
Let's
dude.
check
Yeah.
that out.
Don't be a pussy. pussy and
Maybe
you're
he's an
lost.
actor.
You
Is
can't
he an
do
He could be
actor?
Joe. He could be Blasian. He could be Blasian. You
Yeah,
never
No, I
know.
think I think he's
confirmation.
exactly what he said.
You
He's a
were
drunk
wrong.
racist.
You argue from emotion, bro, like a nigga. You do, like a leftist, like a Jew. You
Occam's
argue
razor.
from
Oh
emotion, bro.
boy.
Listen,
So
Red, if you're gonna go, if you're gonna go through life looking like drunk
that you
Jesus, man, you have to have a better message, man. If you're gonna be drunk Jesus, you have to have a better message.
otherwise,
Come on, man.
Yeah, seriously, have a
I
better
was not going
routine.
to talk to this fucking asshole when he says I misrepresented data that I gave you guys sources from the top of my head. Russian, Bernstein, and fucking Charles Murray, the bell curve. You can look it up right
Yeah.
now.
I've read the bell curve. All of
Good,
that shit
good
was
source.
pretty much
Good
debunked,
source.
right?
I'm
They have more current studies where they have the brain
what
size
current studies?
and
Where? Name them, please. Thank you.
name the studies. It'll take 2 seconds to Google them, but
Yeah,
I
G
was
shit, my
Googling while
nigga.
you
Why
were.
you got him in your head,
Yeah.
Jake?
Dude,
Would any
I
new
know you think that
information
you have the
change your mind?
ability to
Did you have a
remain
father growing
quiet
up, nigger?
when
No, you
other
didn't.
people are
Buckshot.
talking. I say you don't have that ability. Give us the same respect we give you. When I looked it up,
Go kick me.
the
Wow.
first results were nobody needs to kick you, man. You act like we've never been on YouTube. You're not so scary or rare.
Yeah,
You're just a hurt individual. We're trying to get to the bottom of this and help
what it
you,
really is.
bro.
Whether
You're a
I'm
child.
or whatever the fuck, dude. You guys don't have disparate data to refute it. You pretend like you do.
Red, Red. Believe it or not,
No, actually,
Red, you should be
But
paying.
you could be
You should be
wrong.
paying us for free counseling. You're getting counseling like a champ, dude.
yeah,
You're coming up on a panel, and you're pouring your heart out. You're pouring all of your inhibitions out, which I love
Pouring.
because you're.
You're a big sexy nigga daddy. What all this weird faggoty nigga
Red, can I
shit.
be honest? Red, can I be honest with you? Red, I mean, 100% honest with you. I think I think you might be in the closet, man. Because you reference a lot of gay stuff. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. Our esteemed host is an openly gay man. That's nothing wrong with that. What I'm trying to say is that you keep going back to
50 at a time.
homosexuality.
Harlem and in Philly and in Miami, nigga, if that's true, G shit. You heard
Yeah.
me, nigga? Oh, why that be? Crackers, man. Crackers be up in that shit, nigga. Making niggas.
You're
Red,
from
you
New
ever get
York.
Red?
You said you
Red,
were
you ever
from New
get butt
York.
broke? Hey,
You're
Red, have you
playing
been
the
butt broke?
hillbilly
Let
card?
ladies talk. Go ahead, dude.
Red, have you ever been butt broke?
Sorry, that was too funny.
And
Sorry.
you got raped by niggers. You got this, but no.
Red,
Are
I want
you from
to
New
explain.
York?
Red, I want to explain something. I want to explain something to you. I want to explain something to you. You have people on this panel right now that can shred you in a troll, shred you. But we're trying to help. We're trying to help you, dude.
Hey,
We're
I'll
trying to
shred
help
you in
you.
some.
Been to college for even like a fucking year and understand statistical
He's not
analysis.
gonna remember
Nobody.
this tomorrow.
I dropped out. I became an HVAC mechanic. Then I sucked at that. Went to insurance. I ain't shit. Yeah, I was an insurance salesman. Oh my
You
god.
sell insurance?
What do you do
let me ask you
now?
this. Red, would you sell insurance to a black man? Would you sell insurance to a black man?
Yeah, he
I
would.
have before if they're looking for what I sell. Yeah, why not, dude? It's a business.
Did you hate writing that contract? This damn contract.
Not really. I mean, like, whatever. Fine. It's. I have to live in the modern world, but you monkeys around, or you. Well, his.
Right.
Anyway, did you? So your whole explanation is my data is wrong. Not my data. The world's data is wrong because raped by niggers up the booty like a little fag.
No. But I was just.
Look at his
But
manners, dude.
he
You're
said
gayer
there's
than
other
Jeff.
data
You're
out
gayer
there.
than
You're not even
Jeff.
curious.
Yeah,
what
the
that
bell
data
curve
is.
has
All
been
you're just
destroyed.
attached to this one data set.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yeah,
I'm
let's
afraid
talk
he's
to you.
he's gonna hurt your channel.
Dude, come on,
I'm
man.
afraid he's gonna hurt your channel, Jeff.
But just be careful.
Jeff's
If it does, throw a
big boy.
banner out. Yeah.
Fuck me. Hope I die and niggers stab me. That would prove that they're violent. Yeah. Did you have something, lady? These guys are.
You're the
fucking-
only one displaying those properties up here, bro. You're the
Yeah.
only one. Right?
You know what's funny,
if someone
Red?
stopped in here
I'm
and didn't have to listen or believe anything we said, they can look for themselves and see who the hateful
I
is, who
told
was
you
hoping people
engage
die and calling
sources,
people
guys.
names.
You
You
guys
can't
don't have any
be any
sources for
better
me.
than
I was
any
raped by
person you've
niggas up the
imagined here
booty.
tonight.
That's
You are
retarded.
no
That never
better.
happened. And that's a stupid insult ad hominem. You don't know how to argue, man.
I'm not
And
sure
the
I was
white
even
man is letting
insulting
this
you.
shit go
I
on.
don't think my
Come on,
intent was to
dude.
insult you. I was making a point
Oh.
that you are being the worst and the only one wishing death on the people up here, which
Yes,
you just
but
attributed
even if
to
I-
black people.
Dude, you're not people. Most of you are not people. Most of you are niggas. Stop this shit. All right?
Oh,
Listen, the reality is this. whatever you say, I hate them, whatever. You guys, no matter how nice and how much of a fucking asshole you think I am, have not provided any definitive data. And you
Yes, he
also,
did. He said you weren't interested in it. He
Because that
said
never
there's
happened.
new data
What?
out there. He could Google it, and you started dismissing it without even being
What,
curious
what did
to
I
see
just
it.
Google right now? Because
Mike, you
Yes, I
should
was
take
gonna.
him on chaotic truth.
what did
Yeah,
I
I was
just
on
Yes,
miss,
scene.
dude?
or be brave.
Right now, bro. What did I
Yo,
do?
Jeff. Yo, Jeff, he would get destroyed up there.
I would get
Holy
destroyed. You don't have
shit.
anything, do you? PubMed. You don't have the Russian
Yeah, Red,
studies.
you're not a good troll. You're not a good troll. You're just someone who has gone through a lot of trauma in their life,
Oh,
and you're confused, and you're looking for talking.
Took my
Red,
butt.
you're looking for talking points to justify your blatant racism, and you're looking for talking points that are going
Agreed.
to justify it,
Talking
and
points
you're
that
not
are
going to find
Yeah.
one. You're
you
not going to find
assholes
one.
Because
refute.
people watching this panel, Nude
You
Guru's
can't
right, are
refute it.
going to see you
You
acting
can,
like
good.
what
They
you're
can.
Yeah.
describing. Out of
Hey,
everybody on
everybody in
this
the
panel,
panel,
you're the
if
one
you
that's
can
fitting that
refute this
description.
with these PubMed articles and
Yeah,
10 years of
Red.
research, find me on my
He,
channel,
he
Valley Red.
needs
You fall aside
therapy.
anyway. I have
Yeah, he
Bitcoin.
does.
I
Call
say
Red, do you
whatever I
realize?
This
899.
is a mental health channel.
Red, do you
899,
realize?
dude.
Red, do you realize this? Red, this is the kind of space. If you simply just apologize for
No,
what you
dude.
said and
Let's
ask
face
for
it. You're not
forgiveness, you'd
that
be
bright.
forgiven.
I
You'd be
don't need
forgiven.
apologies or
Y'all,
forgiveness.
y'all don't know
Just
not.
do better.
He's
I don't need
drunk, y'all. That's the only thing
apologies.
you need to know
You would
about him.
say, okay, I'll take this piece of data, I'll look at this, I'll extrapolate that. Well, how about that? We'll test it. All this guy said is, I got butt raped by niggers. That never happened, not even in jail.
I never said that. I said where you butt broke. You broke it down to
Oh,
that. You took it to that
so
level.
I mean, it's
No.
What were
retarded.
you in jail
You're
for?
arguing like you're not
yeah,
even.
what were you in jail for? What was the charge?
You're arguing. It doesn't matter, asshole.
Yeah,
You
we're
fat.
What was
curious.
the
You're on a
no? What was the
panel. We're
charge?
asking you questions.
This
We're
is
trying to get to know
irrelevant
you.
pivoting.
What
He
was the
didn't like
charge?
I
that.
will unsubscribe only because you are so stupid that you cannot refute any of my pieces of data.
We're
Any
stupid,
We
but
don't
we're
even
the
know what
ones.
you're saying.
We're the ones
I
with
will shut
composure,
up
but
and
we're
wait one more
stupid.
minute for you to
Yeah.
refute any of
Says
this.
rambling Jesus, but we're dumb, right? Rambling Jesus. We're stupid.
Ad
Yeah, it's all
hominem,
good.
appearance ad hominem.
What were you charged for? What were you charged for?
He's not going to say, Lynn. He's not going to say. It's a violent crime. You can tell it's a violent crime. Just his nature alone.
Niggers are
He
more
he, he
violent.
has he has
So
tendencies of
anyway,
violence. You can just tell by his actions. He's a
where
violent
are you
person.
refuting me? Stop getting personal. Stop prevaricating. You're
Yeah.
too
You
dumb
got
to know what this is.
personal.
It
You
means running
started
away
it.
like a little
You
faggot ass
started
nigger
it.
who got his
You
fucking
Right.
head
started it.
inside your face.
Hey, here's
Red.
something else that people
Fucking tell
do
me I am
who want to
wrong
stay
on this
stuck.
crackers panel, or I am gone in 1
What is
minute
dude's
and
name?
actually use
I
the
don't even know his
data.
name.
And
Read.
you
Yeah,
do it.
yeah,
Red.
yeah,
Hey, Red, here's
yeah.
another thing that people do when they don't want to hear any opposing opinions. They just keep rambling and talking the entire time. You notice you're doing that? If we
Refute
have any
them
evidence to
now,
show you,
please. I'm
we
begging you.
can't get a word out to show it to you because you're talking the entire time.
Do it, dude. I'm silent for a minute. Go ahead.
All right, very good. The what is that? The bell curve has been crushed and debunked and called most racist piece of shit ever produced. And that's
That
that's
doesn't mean
funny.
it's wrong. The church said science was satanic, bro. How has it been? No, wait.
Yeah.
How has it been deprecated by
Mm.
nigger scientists like you, Day Shells? That right? Shit, that was racist. So it
Remember-
be bad. Meanwhile,
remember
you
our
nigger
point.
assholes don't want to go back.
You're
to
the
Africa.
only one acting
you
like
want to
that
live off
right now.
us, asshole. No, go ahead.
Remember-
How is it wrong, bro?
God's gonna
Remember
make me
our
smoke a
point-
cigarette. I
I'm done
swear
with
to
you
God.
retarded.
Remember
You guys-
our point.
This WAP
You-
said that I was raped by booty.
Okay, you just interrupted me and haven't stopped talking since. Stop being so insecure and try and be an adult.
Drunk.
It's not that
What's Zephyr
tough, bro.
doing? Zephyr stir-
This is what drunk people. I don't know how many
Or
drunk
maybe
people
that's
are
just
around.
what drunk shit
This is what
is.
they
Maybe
do.
he's got a better IQ
Go
and he's
ahead.
not so
Give me-
wasted.
1 more minute. I'll shut up. Go ahead. Then kick me. Go ahead.
No, stop it. You cannot shut up.
I
Listen.
want you to.
Our point was that you can find other sources to
data
show
that I
shit.
gave you.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, go ahead. All right.
The point was, thank you, we can find other sources, and I'm telling you that many
Find
other.
them. Where are they
Excuse
at?
me.
Where they
See,
at?
yeah,
Excuse
dude.
me, and I'm telling you that there are many other sources that debunk
Then
and just
find them,
just
asshole,
crucify
right now, nigger.
the bell
Find them, you
curve.
ugly-ass niggas.
And I couldn't
Find
get
them.
that sentence out
Find them.
without
Where
being
they at?
That's pretty,
interrupted
Zephyr.
Where
I
they
like it. I like it,
15
No,
Zephyr.
no,
minutes,
no. I didn't know
bro.
this nigga get away with
Red.
this. Where are they, sir? Where are the other sources, bro?
Am
Where
I
are they?
going to have to yell over you in order to discuss this, or can you remain
No, because I'm about
civil?
to kick him
Yeah,
off.
yeah, you,
Well,
He's
Jeff, just
right.
you may just have to mute him. Just mute him
He
within when
muted him
Joe's
18
talking.
times, I
oh,
think,
I'm
Yeah.
not
already.
doing anyway.
Well,
But
I mean, Jeff does have to protect his channel.
I mean, the rules are you have to be able to have a
don't
conversation, and
flag
he
my channel.
can't. So
I don't care. I don't live here, dude. I have BitChute too. I say nigger on there all the time.
Where
Anyway,
do
go
you
ahead.
live? What?
it's
What? I
it's
mean, so
it,
Red,
it's
where do
He's
not
you
so
live?
about
What
that.
mad
We
that
state?
just
shit
can't
ain't
have a
shocking
conversation with
nobody.
you. That's the only reason.
All right, you guys go on a minute. I will seriously shut up whatever this guy says any of you
That's
say.
being
Okay.
impressive. All
Minute,
right.
2 minutes. Take 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes. Honestly, seriously, go ahead.
Somebody else, go.
No, Joe, please. Joe's been
Yeah.
stewing over there for a while, so yeah, I'm a little lost for words right now.
All
Or
right.
Helena,
All right.
you want to say anything? Or Joe?
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
always go ahead, babe. Go ahead. I can always
no, you go, Joe. I've never been on the
really,
panel
you
with
know, I
you.
never shut up. That's my biggest problem. Um, we were talking about IQ. It's my belief that if you go into the white versus black, left versus white, or left versus right, us versus them, America is better than all of that shit requires a low IQ to begin. You've spoke on a lot of that shit. So I'm gonna give you a question, and please keep it succinct. Do you believe that one party is correct or better than the other?
No, sir. I'm a fascist. I'm a Roman imperialist fascist because I'm a WAP. So I want Julius Caesar in one party and just death.
Oh.
Okay, he said WAP and he said
By my date,
fascist. That's
sir.
weird.
Sorry.
Okay.
Please,
That's all right.
any sources you have, you guys go ahead for 2-3 minutes, whatever. I'm drinking aside.
All
Go
right.
Mike, did
Go
you
ahead.
hear him say WAP?
Yeah. Red, I'm sorry, man. It's just like me and Helena are both Sicilian, man. It's like you're killing us, bro. You're killing our brand, bro. I mean, you're killing us, man.
We should be subsumed by a greater, whiter peoples, or we'd be
You're
like this.
making us look really bad, bro. Me and
What?
Helena have to officially remove you from the
I
Sicilian
know they
race. I'm
used to
sorry. You
judge
are been
Mike really
exiled.
harshly.
Yeah,
I
y'all got to
Exiled.
use scientific equations and shit to
Nigga,
take up for
You're actually
his low
making them.
You're
IQ
probably
shit.
You're
like,
actually making them look better.
So can this
Right?
no, you're probably like
talk for 2
you're
minutes
probably
and then
like
you guys
maybe a third, less than a third, trying to make yourself seem more interesting, and that's what people do
Again,
sometimes.
that
And
was my
so
data.
I don't claim you, and don't claim us.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Red, have you ever had a genealogy test? Have you ever like studied like where your family comes
His
from?
own people just
How
rejected
is
him.
my data fucking wrong? You got what? Okay, if I
The
even if
conversation has moved on from the data.
how
That's
come
what
you
dude
guys
was
can't
saying, that
refute
you
it? Pull
need to
up the
stick to
fucking
one
data,
talking
bro.
point,
If I'm
to
wrong and
perpetuate your
retarded and
nonsense.
stupid and racist, pull up the data. Why don't these
You're
people
repeating
talk about it?
yourself,
They don't
bro.
understand it.
You understand, Red?
Well,
You
let's
keep
talk
saying the
about
same thing.
fascism. That's worse than
All right, so
saying
fascism.
about
So
black people to
yeah,
me.
Is there any?
So I think this is all
I'll
just
say
to
something.
deflect
You
from
know
your
what?
Yes,
own
is there any
argument.
other
You guys
topic?
talk a lot of shit
Anything
today,
else you can
but I
talk
won't
about
say
besides
again.
your data
Yeah.
on how dumb
Dude,
black folks are?
you got 30 fucking seconds, all of you crackers, niggas, monkeys, booty.
You
Right,
don't have
right.
to
Or
announce
what's
that you're
gonna
gonna be
30? Hang
quiet.
on,
Just do it.
30
To
seconds to
fucking
do what?
attack
To
my
talk.
data. Another time we
He's
I got
talk,
threatening
okay.
to be
I'm not
quiet
interested
again,
in your
which he
data. I
cannot
want to
do.
have a
but
conversation
right
I got
about
now
it. So
we're
fascism.
gonna talk about
all
my
right, Red. So Red, you
data.
No,
that's
this
cool.
is my
Red,
Go ahead.
panel. We can
hold
talk about
on.
what I want to talk about.
Red, take a breath. Red, take a breath. So you're saying that you're a fascist. So you believe in you said Roman imperial fascism. So are you talking about like Mussolini, like World War II fascism? Is that what you're talking about? That's what
Not
you
13.
believe in?
Without calling them niggas or blacks. Not 13.
No, we're talking about
I'm
fascism.
asking you a direct
Fascism.
question. You said you were a Roman
Uh,
imperialist fascist. So you believe in fascism from like World War II. That's what you believe?
Wrong. How?
what?
He asked you is what he did. He's asking you a question. Do you believe in fascism?
Obviously, yeah. And then like you.
So you're
What type?
so are you also an anarchist? Do you believe like in Antifa and stuff like that? Are you like an anarchist?
Fucking eyes gouged out like Emmett Till. I hate you, nigga. Sig Heil. Or actually, no, fuck Sig Heil. I don't like
Zephyr?
Hitler. Hal Caesar. Hal Caesar. The real Roman. Not this shit. My people.
Caesar.
Pop
You
shit.
don't even know what kind of
Red,
fascism.
you have officially been
You're
removed from the Italian
cosplaying,
race.
sir.
Red, you are not Italian. We are revoking your Italian card. It's
And
been
we're
taken
taking
away.
I
our
revoke you. I revoke you.
189% of black back too. We don't want you to have it.
Talk to a week.
Yep.
You got anything else on me, man? I need to lose
You gotta
15
go.
pounds. I agree with you. You guys
You
are
gotta
nice
go.
guys, man. Except you,
Yeah.
honestly, the black guy, I got to give him credit. Even though I called him a nigger and a piece of shit, and I would fucking hang him from a tree if my Reich were real.
Well, you
But-
could try. I think you could try. I think it would end bad for. I think it would end badly for you. It ended in an ass whooping. That's what I think.
That was empowered, buddy.
It's
It
all
won't end
good.
up with me
All right.
jaw-jacking back and forth with you on the internet about your nonsense fantasies. That's for
I've
damn
been
sure.
jail fighting niggas. I've won.
Yeah.
I've lost. A nigger.
Red, I'm just about done with you. So
Bike lock on his face.
Get-
I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
Jeff,
ready to say your
protect
goodbyes.
your channel, Jeff.
I'm too old to go to jail, Lee County. Come kill me in Fort Myers. Yo, come to the Cape Coral Yacht Club every Sunday.
Jeff,
Oh, no
Jeff,
one wants you to
protect your
die. I would
channel.
like to educate you,
Come
though.
kill me. I don't care. I put
I
my
take
shit out.
time. I don't have you. Ain't the
Hello,
only
I doxed
racist
myself.
motherfucker I
Come
know.
kill me. Do me a favor.
Believe it or not, I know
So you're in Lee
people.
County,
My
so
ex-girlfriend
Yeah,
is
you
a
wanna
lot
come kill me,
crazier than
nigga?
you
Oh,
are,
shit.
buddy.
Oh no, it's gonna refute the niggers.
Oh, you're so shocking and edgy by saying the N-word. Ooh, you're so hip.
do it in jail. And I said nigger before, asshole.
So you're
Yeah.
highly intoxicated holding firearms. That's a great idea. That's
I'm
a
holding-
wonderful idea.
I don't have
Yeah.
hostage.
That's
Jeff,
pretty sad.
protect your channel.
Yeah.
I killed all those niggers. Oh, great. Yeah, good. Call. Dude, okay. You know what? Like I said, other than this, it's like it's paradigm shattering. I get it. But you know what I would do? Just real quick, and I'll fuck off in a second. Right? I'll stay subscribed, even though you probably never let me on again. That's great. I'm gonna download this episode. Please keep this episode up. This is great. Because I just want to say this. I have gotten this reaction before. I don't go around everywhere, hey guys, race and IQ, nigger, whatever. I'm not that fucking retarded. But
Are
sometimes
you on coke?
no, people think that because of natural energy from alcoholism or alleged alcoholism.
No,
You're
Alleged
mixing.
alcoholism.
Yeah. No. What he's doing, Helena.
Depressant.
I've seen Helena. He's mixing either Zoloft or Xanax with alcohol. That's what he's doing. That's why he's riding that high right
It
now.
seems like
Yeah,
normal
there's
alcohol
something-
to me.
My
It just seems
Yeah.
not even
this is-
glossy eyed,
this
bro.
is-
I'm just fucking drunk.
Yeah,
dude.
Garden variety
you're
drunk.
flying on antidepressants right now. Flying on it.
Mm.
Oh, seriously, that my
Red, my only problem with you is that you're drunk and it's hard to have a conversation with the drunk.
the only thing I
That's
don't.
it.
Okay, if you want me to shut up, man, that's fine. But it's like I had data where
It ain't about setting up. It's can you hold an intellectual conversation?
I just did that, and
You
yeah,
keep
there-
repeating data. That's all you can say and call names.
Red,
That sucks. Your
Red.
conversation skills suck, bro.
All right, I'm gonna
Red,
close-
prove me and Joe wrong. Have a conversation without cursing, without dropping N-bombs.
Okay.
Actually have a conversation.
Okay.
Actually have a conversation. See, I'm challenging you, Red, to have a conversation
Mike,
without
how
the
many
potty
drunk
mouth.
people have you
Okay.
talked to?
No, we can
No,
do that.
Jeff. Let's see if he can do it. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
see
I
if I
can
can.
already tell you.
Can
It's
we
a
start
challenge.
with
I'm
Trump?
good at pattern matching.
Okay,
Can we
so
start
go ahead.
with
Take that.
and
You
I'll
used to
mute-
be a cop. How many drunks have you had to talk to? And
Quite a bit. But he has, but the only difference with him and Red, God bless you, man. The only difference is you have some kind of underlying trauma, dude. I mean, this is not really. There's something going on there, man. This is not just
Cry
alcohol.
for
There's
help.
some kind
Yeah,
of
it's a
trauma.
Cry for help.
Red, let me ask
Yeah.
you this: are you ever sober? Is it possible to come back when you're sober?
Do you sniff glue?
So you're gonna
Jeff, if he's sober, he won't open up like this. He opens up when he's drunk, probably. That's when he
Yeah, I
opens
see
up.
the advantage of it too. I do.
said
Yeah.
on your show to not be baby like, and I was baby like too when I called him the M word and shit. I'm not doing that now. When I call people names and they called me names, you said to be mature. Like, what is the mature subject you want to talk about, dude? Other than accusing
Anything.
people, like,
Present.
I
I
don't
like
know
that.
about
Red,
anything until you.
Red,
sober.
present
I
your
can't
data.
talk-
Present your data. Present your
talk to
talking
you
points. But
about
talk to
anything.
everybody on panel.
No,
talk to everyone
no,
on panel
no.
with
Don't bring
respect.
him back. No, 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 no. Fuck no. Don't give him that out. Do not present your data and talking points. I am not interested in that part of the
it
conversation
scares
no more.
you, right? It scares you.
Yeah, that's
Tyree?
it. Can we? I was gonna
Scares me
say
too if I
maybe
do
you
my
could pick a topic, or what do you think about?
We're gonna do it
Trump?
another day when he's less drunk. I gotta wrap up anyway
Okay,
in like
all right.
15
I'm just
minutes.
For the
gonna-
next Trump's executive orders is what I
Thanks
was
for
going
having
to
me
talk
on, but
about.
like, dude, you guys claim to want data, and you.
But
you
come
said all
next
types
time,
of
come
shit.
back at the beginning of your binge, and then we'll see how much you can get
No,
out
because
before.
I have a view that is not popular and not okay. You know, if this was the 50s,
Oh, you love
guys
that
would all be
shit. Your little
racist,
nipples got
or
hard when
black,
you
or
said that
gays,
shit. You
would
think
say-
you're edgy.
You know that, right? Cultural relevance. or relativism.
I say things that aren't popular. You like that
Well,
shit.
E.P. Lynch shouldn't
That's
have
your
said
little
we would
thing.
have that problem fucking solved. All right, guys. How
All right, be easy,
All
man.
right, take care, Red.
All right, man. I'll say subs. I like your shit, dude. You can't refute my data. None of you guys, you can't trick on my
We'll refute it another day, but
world.
we can
Oh,
leave it here for now.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then.
You can do it, G6 Cracker. You can do it.
Take care.
All right, man. Thank you.
Hail,
Alrighty then.
oh,
hail.
you got all kinds out here, bro.
All right.
Jeff, you were
Okay, we all.
Jeff, you were evil. You were evil for this tonight. This was evil.
Yeah, Jeff. Come
I am a
on.
Satanist, but I had nothing to do with it. He just showed up. Take care, Shift. Sorry.
Yo, that was
That
crazy.
was shifty.
If there was ever a
Yeah.
time we needed your good vibes, it's now.
It's funny how I think me and Joe, even Helena, were out of character. We were trying to help the kid, trying to help
I
him, but
have
it's just,
so
yeah.
much
Yeah.
experience
Yeah,
with
you know
drunks.
what? I'm
I just
sorry.
knew how far I could take it and not take
Yeah.
it.
I think you did
Well,
well. Can
first
I
off,
comment on that? Both of you guys made it clear that Jeff should protect his panel.
yeah,
Personally, I believe motherfucker should run it the way he wants. That dude's pretty intelligent.
yeah,
Telling him once should have been sufficient. When you keep repeating it, I feel like you're trying to control him. That might just be me.
Yeah.
I always feel like that when I'm in a room and people keep telling them repeatedly, yeah, man, I feel like there's a little bit of control going on there.
No doubt. But yeah, so yeah, Jeff, you shutting it down?
I can go like 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
So we
That
can
was
have our
interesting.
panel now.
That was fun. I got
Did he
to
just
It was
come in
fun.
hating on black folk? He
It
just
was
come in
something
hot?
new. You know, a little bit of
I don't know.
spice every now
Except for
and
you
then.
were like displaying pretty things and in the corner while he was going off, and it was so funny.
very relevant to the conversation. I was putting my input in without talking. Somebody told me once that women should be seen and not heard, so I was like, I'm make some
No,
comments.
it was just funny. It was
That's
like,
funny.
oh, here's a pretty thing, and it's yeah. And I noticed, and it was funny. And yeah, he called me trans, and I don't know why, but you know, I don't know. No, I mean, he should
Yeah.
be. If you're on alcohol, that's a depressant. So it's like he was
Yeah,
flying.
Yeah, there's
He was
something up there.
flying.
Yeah, and what triggered him the most is when I asked him if he got butt broken, and that really, I'm just it triggered him
Well,
into
what
I think
triggered him even
something
more
that
than that was asking if
Yeah.
he had trauma.
yeah
The
Yeah.
trauma, the
Something-
jail shit triggered him.
yeah.
What was your
So I
charge?
think something happened to him in jail, man. I think something happened.
Yeah.
That wasn't a
Yeah.
horrible guess, I think.
Yeah. But
And
Yeah.
I hope
I bet you, that's really race oriented in there. If he spent any time in prison, he could have got a really shitty interaction with black folks. You're not even allowed to go over there and hang with them and shit.
What?
because I don't
What
think
would
well, I
happen
don't
to
think
me?
Your
the way
own
he
people would correct you.
Don't force me to hang with
yeah.
the white people, please.
Yeah, they tell you, you better
Yeah.
go find the rules, man. You can't be
No,
going to eat with the black folk.
That's where I'm
Yeah,
gonna
man.
be. If y'all need me, that's where I'm gonna be. Y'all come find me.
with the antlers on.
No one tells me who I can hang around or talk to. Y'all know that.
I don't know, Jeff. You might find out real quick in prison, man. They don't play up in there, man. They don't play
They're
around.
gonna find out too.
Yeah.
I had a
They're gonna
buddy.
find out.
Had a buddy I met him in jail, so we became friends in jail, but he was
Yeah.
telling me the story how he went in and they asked him, where you from, what set you from, or, what side of town, and he said something like, listen, man, I'm a mind my business, y'all mind y'all's. I ain't in here on that. I just want to do my time and shit. He storms off to his cell. He say like 20 motherfuckers come to the cell and ask him, where you say you live at? Because they don't care what gang you in. If you live there, they're gonna just tell you what gang you're
Yeah.
in. You're gonna ride with them.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's no way to control it. Like where are the guards? They don't have.
No, when I went
Guards, are you kidding me?
the police, the guards as you call them, say, I say, hey, what my cell? What do I sleep? He's like, go ask them, and sent me into a room with like 140 motherfuckers. Joe, you got to work it out. But
Yeah.
us as gang members, you got somebody waiting. When the newcomers come in, you ask them where they're from, and then you put them with that gang, and you give them a bunk, all that shit. But you got to go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a student once. She was coming off of fentanyl,
Yeah.
and she told me about her time in jail. And what they did was they put her on the top bunk, which you shouldn't do
Uh,
because sometimes you'll have a seizure or something and you fall off.
oh wow.
And yeah, and you should put them on the bottom bunk. Um,
The bottom
and
bunk is reserved, though, right?
I
The
want to be in
stat,
the
I
trans jail.
and then
no,
with the
no,
men, the status bunk is the bottom bunk. The higher gang you're in and shit, you get the bottom bunk. Matter of fact, you have to take it. If I go to jail and I go into a cell with a guy who's not in the gang, but before the doors open up, I got to beat his ass and take that, or talk him into it,
I'm not gonna
or else
fight
I'll
over a
get
bed.
beat up.
How many people are in a cell? Like, how many to a cell? Two?
At the
two.
county is built for two, but it's always overcrowded, so there's a mattress on the
I
floor.
don't
All of
care
them
where
got
I
three
sleep.
people.
They can pick the bed.
Then you have pods.
Well,
Then you have pod rooms where you can have 8 to 12 people in one big room.
Yeah, man, shit. In
Yeah.
Chicago, you might have, I don't know,
Yeah.
50, 60 in one big open bedroom. All the beds are just spread out like a homeless shelter or something. They got a
Yeah.
couple like that too.
LA's like that real bad. The LA jails, the county jails, it's like an auditorium, and then you have to be careful when you walk. You can't take one step into the wrong area. You know what I'm
Not,
saying? If
yeah,
you go
about
into
to
the
say, yes. If
yeah,
you
yeah,
cut, you think you cutting through this way. No, that may
no,
be the Mexican territory. That may be
But
the
yeah.
flash
who's
lord
doing this? The
territory.
prisoners themselves? Like, who runs the jail? The prisoners or the guards?
The
I would say
prisoners,
that. Prisoners,
the
yeah.
prisoners,
How
prisoners
yeah,
that
run
the
the jail.
the
seems
guards
like
don't.
broken or
Jeff,
backwards.
you need to go watch Blood In, Blood Out La Onda.
I
What
just
is
watched that
that?
like a couple
That'll
of years
straighten you
ago.
out, man. You'll get everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had this
Well,
T-shirt. I was running around. The police asked me. He said that was a great movie. Have you seen it? And I said no. And he talked about how great it was. A Mexican cop. And I went and ran and watched that movie, and it was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
It's a
Another great
amazing.
movie, Joe. You seen American Me? American Me.
Was
Another
that the one with
great.
what is that guy named Downey or whatever?
Almost.
It's
Edward
Edward
James
Norton.
Almost.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That was when they invented the Mexican mafia. That was like the LMA, the first. Yeah, American Me.
yeah.
Great movie.
Maybe I'm thinking
Yeah,
of a different movie.
it's very violent. It's a very violent culture.
I look
Oh
You know,
for
yeah,
it.
narco. You like busting dope dealers.
Well,
Popeye.
What?
no,
Hey,
seriously though,
hey chorizo. Great
no, I
movie.
had
Sorry,
students.
sorry,
They were
Helen.
in jail. They were in jail, and sometimes they were court ordered to attend
Yeah.
class that I taught,
Yeah,
and they would tell me things, and
about how it is in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I don't know. I had people with they had the what do you call it? The ankle monitors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Zephyr,
I
what
don't
kind of
know. They would
animal
tell
have you
me
got there?
things, and hmm?
What is that animal she's petting?
So it was a puppy. I'm not zoomed in anymore. She might have changed on me.
Oh
I,
no.
I thought it
Oh,
was like
Oh
it looked
no.
almost like a prairie dog or something. I thought it
It's
was like
like
a
I thought it
prairie
Prairie
was
on a
dog.
die.
I thought
Oh
it
my
was an
god, that's the
Ewok.
cutest dog ever.
Yeah. Looks like a little bear cub or something, like a little bear cub.
Yeah.
It's
A little
cute.
parrot or something.
Stars
Totally
when
cute.
I saved him because
Is that Roscoe or
this is mackerel.
who?
Mackerel.
Well, the dog has like little black spots, right?
That's
Yeah, he's got
racist, bro.
little
Yeah.
black
So
A
spots.
the
raccoon.
last so, Joe, the last guy hates her dog.
Right. I was gonna go there too. Yeah.
God.
And Joe Cool, I hate you, and I hate that girl's dog. And Jeff, I
Right.
hate your antlers. I hate
That
Jeff
fucking
antlers because they're black.
sweater.
Yeah. Jeff had black antlers on, so he hates Jeff's
That's
antlers.
extreme.
Oh
Hope
my
he
Damn
comes
it.
goodness.
back
Now I want a
sober.
puppy. Shit.
So
Oh,
Joe, that's gonna be the
oh,
next
cute.
that'll be the next chapter, everybody. If he comes back, like Joe said, if he comes back different, it's gonna be trippy to talk to him if he's not under the influence. It'll be cool.
I
I
mean,
hope he does come
It'll
back.
be better,
he
I
probably
think.
will
Yeah.
be, but if you catch him early enough,
Yeah.
Or
I'd
or he'll
like to talk to him one on one.
or he'll rewatch it and be so embarrassed he won't come back.
No
You know,
chance.
because
He hangs his hat.
He
The
lives.
way you hang
This
your
is
hat on intellect and being a gentleman, he hangs
Yeah.
his hat on being an edgy racist. You're not gonna talk him out of that shit in the next 4 years if you're his next door neighbor.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah. Hey, but listen, I'm going to jump down. Jeff, thanks for having me up. Joe, it's always good to see you. The legend, the
That was
GOAT,
great.
Joe Cool.
I appreciate
Ladies, good to see you. Dino, good to see you, man. And all I can say is this in closing, real talk, as he would say, yeah, real talk.
Real
But
tight, nigga.
yeah, but Joe, me, and Helena were extra nice to that guy. We could have really
Well
went
said.
after him.
Tell me
But we
about it,
did. But we didn't. I think out of love for Jeff, we didn't want to make it a crap show. You
It
know,
would
because
have
we
been
could have.
punching down.
You got you
Yeah.
both made the right decision. I can't tell you how important it was that you made it at that time. You didn't feed that nonsense, and you look like fucking superstars, and still got a couple jabs in. You did perfect, man. I wouldn't suggest you change
I
that.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
But everybody, have a great night. Jeff, you running again tomorrow?
It'll depend what the day looks like, but I'm gonna try to if I can.
All right. Everyone, have a great night. See you guys
Amazing.
later.
You too,
Good
Mike.
night.
Peace out.
Take
Peace
care.
out. God bless.
Good night. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should go too. I should
Just say,
go too.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I was never on a panel with Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey,
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe,
You
how you going with
Elena,
that
is it?
gun in your hand?
I might call my girlfriend cheating.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll say goodnight too. And yeah, protect your channel, Jeff.
Elena,
Okay.
you did well as
Well,
well
the
too.
damage is done.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you,
Whatever's gonna
Joe.
happen, this is gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. You fly loose. You're like Maverick from Top Gun. Okay, so I get it.
Under the radar.
Was he the
With
cute one?
divine
I thought he was
protection.
more like
That's what it is.
Bullwinkle from Bullwinkle and Rocky.
I was gonna name him Rocky from Rocky because he looks like a raccoon.
Yes, that's what I was in back of
Rocky
my
was
head.
a squirrel.
Raccoon.
Rocky Raccoon, the Beatles song.
Rocky was a flying squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You name him
And
Rocket Raccoon. Rocket.
Rocket, right?
just protect yourself, Jeff. Protect your channel.
Yeah.
And you're all great, and thank you. And I don't know, I'm just gonna call it the night. And you're all great.
All right,
Thank you.
easy.
Elena.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff. Look like we're all abandoning
Bye,
you because
everyone.
I'm gonna cut out too. I was just letting everyone say their goodbyes.
Okay.
Joe, stay out of that murder lot over by your place.
Oh well, it's
Yeah,
good to
that's
see you, Dina. It's good to see you, Pip. Feel like it's been a while. Be easy,
Yeah, I ain't
guys.
seen you in a
Big
while.
thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. It,
I'm out. Have a good one,
all
Jeff.
right, Dino. It's good
Peace.
seeing you. Blood in and blood out in La Honda. I just looked at it, 1993. All right. Well, I wasn't expecting or predicting that when I opened the panel, but thank you, Guru. We roll with whatever shows up. Yeah, I know I've spent, oh my God, I can't tell you how many drunks I've learned to not talk to. Drunk people and crazy people. If they're not going to remember it in the morning, I don't waste a lot of effort on conversation. But other people were able to get content from it, so that's okay. But yeah, I would have I had a different line of questioning that I would want to go down if he ever shows up again, less inebriated, in a way where conversation is possible. I didn't invite him, Not Lost. Quit twisting things. Oh yeah, Not Lost sent me those hang on, let me take a look real quick. The veterans benefit thing. Where is it? 5 reasons federal cuts are hitting veterans especially hard. Okay, that's not benefits. Inside the Doge cuts disrupting the Veterans Agency. Those are not benefits. Trump's massive cuts to the VA betrays, but these are not, he's not cutting their benefits. He's not cutting their pensions or their monthly, whatever they receive monthly. That's the benefits. And I don't know what he's going to do with mental health either. There might be cuts to the mental health program and the peer support program too. We'll have to see. I haven't I haven't heard anything, but he could very well make cuts to that. But that's not benefits. That's my only point. You said that they're protesting that their benefits got cut. That's not their benefits. So it's you trying to make a story out of something that's not a story. And I don't know why you do that. It's not semantic. It's accuracy. If you're going to make the claim that he cut benefits and he didn't, that's not semantics. That's you saying something that's not true and being wrong about something. So yeah, remind me tomorrow and we can talk about it. And I'm glad the astronauts are home. The JFK files are released. Go tell me what's in them because I probably won't read them myself. And we can talk about all that tomorrow if I'm out, or Thursday or whenever the next time I'm out at. It depends on how work goes each day. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time for God only knows what. All right, take care. Go back, Brett. Hell, you know who the hell. Not who you think. Not Caesar. Not the other guy with the mustache. This guy right here. Hail him. And hail yourself. Good night.